All right. Oh, why is that back there? Hold on 1 second. Let me change that. There we go. All right. Good evening, everybody. This is an impromptu, unscheduled live that I am doing tonight. There was a very, very important information shared in Crypto Talk this morning. And whenever that happens, whenever something really crosses my desk in our Crypto Talk that kind of stands out, I might do a break off on that topic. And tonight is a short break off. And this isn't going to be long at all because it's actually leading into my next series, which is I call the storm is coming, and the storm is definitely coming, and it is not just me making it up. You know, it is because I am seeing the signs and I'm hearing about it over and over and over again from many different sources, and I'm taking notes about it and adding to my next storm series is going to be October 1st, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, October 1st for our founding members. But what did we uncover today? Well, if you see the topic of tonight, I put down there's a couple of things that happened. I read two articles from two gentlemen. Both these gentlemen are wealthy. One of them is very wealthy. But let me tell you what one of them said, and his name is Robert Kiyosaki. This is the gentleman that has made a lot of money in real estate. He wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, among a whole other series of books over the last 20 years, has sold more than 35 million copies worldwide. He's made some money. And he said, it's not enough to want to get into crypto. Now is the time you need to get into crypto before the biggest economic crash in history. That's what he said. He said, I predict the biggest crash in world history is coming, and it's going to happen in our lifetime. I grew up reading about the Great Depression, but to me, that was ancient history. The only thing I knew about that was my grandmother. She passed away at 97, 98 years old. My grandmother. She was born in 1923, and she recalls the Great Depression era, but she grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. And the only thing she says about that time period that she can remember was that her family lived on like a farm type plantation. You got to think, how many years is that removed from slavery? 1923. We're only talking 60 years. 1960, 1964, so about 60 plus years removed from. God dang. My grandma, when she was born, just 60 plus years removed from slavery. But so she remembers they grew their own food. My grandma till the day she died had her own garden. Even when she moved in with my parents in their house, she had her own garden. And back then, because of segregation and separation and all that, blacks were not allowed to go and shop in certain parts of town. So they grew their own food. And when the Great Depression happened, what she said was there was a shortage, the whole Dust Bowl and all that stuff that happened. If you guys know your history, you weren't alive back then, but you know your history. There was a huge supply chain problem. A lot of starvation was taking place down south. And she said the role reversal was the people in the town, meaning the white people in the town that discriminated against them, came to their farms to try to get food. So she said for them, there was no difference in life with the Great Depression. They were already living in a depressed state, but now there was opportunity in Great Depression. There was an opportunity in it for them, which leads to even now. Even though in our lifetime we're about to see the biggest crash in world history, there is still opportunity in this. Now, that's what Robert Kiyosaki said. But then I read about another gentleman. His name is Scott Menard. Have you heard of him before? Scott Menard is the chief investment officer of asset management firm Guggenheim. Chief investment officer. They hold under management $325 billion in assets. 325 billion in assets. You know what he had to say? He said the current market has delivered perhaps the greatest investing opportunity of a generation. Let me read that to you one more time. No, I don't have this memorized. I'm just not sharing screen. The current market, I will share screen for the doubters. So you see, this is not coming from me. It's only validating what I've always been saying. The current market has delivered perhaps the greatest investing opportunity of a generation. Bonds of good companies trading in the 80s. Then he says, with stocks vulnerable. Now, what did you guys been paying attention to the market today? The Dow went down like 400 something points when it was already down, and they're predicting that this is going to continue at least until mid-October. And whenever the Dow goes down, crypto and everything else follows suit. Look at crypto. Last night we saw Bitcoin under $19,000 a coin. So it doesn't matter how great a project or a company is. The whole market reacted. Let me refresh this. Let's see. Is it still below 19,000 or has it bounced back just a bit? But the entire market follows suit. Yeah, it is. Look at this. I have not seen it this low in a while. Look at this drop, immediate drop. This is because of today. When the Dow dropped, everything dropped. Now, you know what saved me in one of my accounts is I have stop losses. So I don't ride the market all the way down. If it starts dipping too big, the stop loss is hit, and then I go back and I buy it once I figure out what the new bottom is, and then I ride it back up. So I got stop losses on mine. But a lot of people ended up riding this all the way down. Every coin, see this on the right side, down because of the stock market. So he says, with stocks vulnerable to further declines, traditional private equity is the worst place to be. That's for those of you who still running around thinking that cash is king and everything. It's the worst place to be. He has urged investors to get into crypto now ahead of the biggest crash in world history. Get into crypto now. All right. Saying all that, you have to decide for yourself what it is that you're doing, how you're doing it. Are you prepared? You have to be able to recognize that you need to learn something new that's not being taught traditionally. That there is something that's taking place that's going to affect all of us. All I have to say about this is that this is one of the greatest times to be alive right now. Greatest opportunities in our lifetime is taking place also right now. We can recognize it, and then we have a choice to make. We can either witness it taking place, or we can be a part of it and benefit from it. Like Winston Churchill said, never let a good tragedy wait. Never let a good crisis go to waste. We are at the precipice of a huge crisis that's about to take place. Now, we can't stop that storm, but we can weather it. We can prepare for it. And then we can not just survive it, but we can thrive on the other side of it. Education is key. Education is everything. Next Saturday, well, first, I did a live earlier talking about how to get free crypto education. And I don't like the word free. I don't like the word free because free means that you're not willing to invest time or money to learning something new or to get value in something. And though that mindset keeps you broke. You know, everything that I've learned from my mentors and watching people who have created wealth have all said there's a cost that comes with it. It might be in time, it might be money, it might be both, but there is a cost. What are you willing to pay? If you are going into something thinking, I don't want to lose money, you will stay broke. If you have the mentality, how much money can I make? You have a greater chance of becoming wealthy. Just like I graduated from Morehouse College. I didn't get that for free. It cost 4 years of my life and a whole lot of money that I had to pay back in student loans to get that. I could have gone to Google and YouTube and got the same information, but it wouldn't have been the same. So when people say, Brandon, why should I pay for crypto education when I can go to YouTube and Google and get it for free? Yeah, I can tell you this. You have a 99% chance that you're going to lose most, if not all of your money in crypto if you refuse to get crypto educated or if you don't put the education side as your focus. You haven't seen nothing yet. So knowing this fact, I do understand that people don't put money on something that they don't deem valuable. Now, you might cry about a $29 a month to be a part of the inner circle and then turn around the next week and spend $60 to get NBA 2K 2023 because Michael Jordan's on the cover. You do that without batting an eye. Or you'll pay $200 for some Jordans that you just want to put up in the closet and stare at all day. You know, we put money and time behind what we feel is valuable. I want to be able to at least let you see that crypto can be valuable without costing you anything. So we have a 5-day challenge that starts next Monday. 5 days. All you have to do is turn on your computer for 1 hour and listen to the lesson. And it doesn't cost you a dime. Not one dime. To hear about the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people, where there is absolutely no barrier of entry, where it doesn't matter where you were born, it doesn't matter what language you speak, it doesn't matter if you went to college or not, it doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, or child, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, none of that matters. There is no racism, sexism, nepotism. You have an equal playing field. Nobody to hold you back. Equal playing field. All you need is a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn. And you can change your financial destiny. Every single one of you has access to that. The problem is most people don't know what it is or where to begin. And they still think, well, if I want to build $1 million home, I'm going to have $5 top flight data and Craig security system on it because I got my knowledge from Google and YouTube. Instead of putting Fort Knox lock on that home. That's the difference. But to bridge that gap, I'm going to give it to you for free. You like free, right? For free for 5 days, you're going to learn what is cryptocurrency, what is blockchain technology. You're going to learn who is Satoshi Nakamoto. You're going to learn how do I actually buy crypto? What are wallets? How do I secure it? And then on the 5th day, you're going to learn, okay, now how do I make money? How can I make money in crypto? Setting short-term and long-term strategies, even taking advantage of the ILCA community. What we teach here and the knowledge where you can earn while you learn. How about that? Federal Reserve states that 46% of all Americans involved in crypto are earning $100,000 a year or more. Did you know that if you were to promote ILCA for people to get crypto educated, and that individual were to get everything that ILCA has to offer, you help 100 people do that, you just made $117,000 for the year. 100 people, $117,000 for the year. Let me say that one more time. 100 people, $117,000 for the year. We sell picks and shovels. ILCA is not selling nodes, mining rigs, trading bots, forex. What else out there? Tokens and coins and none of that stuff. We sell crypto education, which is priceless and nobody can take from you. So to get you started to see what it is that we have, for people who say, why should I spend money to get crypto educated? Why don't you come on out for free? ILCAchallenge.com starting on Monday. ILCAchallenge.com. Take a look at it. When you register, you're going to get an email with a special invite to our private Facebook group. That's where we're going to be streaming it live. And I can give you a guarantee. There's not many guarantees you can say in crypto, but I can give you this guarantee. Whether you are a beginner and this is your first time ever hearing about Bitcoin and crypto, and you've had questions and you just didn't know where to go to ask them. People say, Brandon, what's the difference between you and me going to Udemy or YouTube and Google? A lot of that information is outdated. Every 30 days, crypto is growing and rapidly. That's why I do crypto talks every single day to stay on top of this. What if you've got questions to ask? You can't ask a video questions. The video doesn't automatically update itself. That's the difference between me and any of my other peers out there. You get me live. So come out, and I can guarantee whether you're a beginner or if you think you're a seasoned veteran. People who think they're seasoned veterans and that they don't need crypto are ones who are making a lot of money in crypto already. And they're the first ones that's going to lose most of their money in the next 3 to 5 years. They just don't know it yet. ILCAchallenge.com. I guarantee once you go through my 5-day course, you will have more knowledge than 90% of people in crypto and out of crypto right now. And it didn't cost you anything. At least double and triple your knowledge. It didn't cost you anything. And then next Saturday, October 1st, Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, I will be doing a special series. I call it The Storm is Coming. The storm is coming. To be more specific, the crypto storm is coming. We're already seeing signs of the financial market where they're saying the worst, well, let me get it again. The biggest crash in world history is coming. According to Robert Kiyosaki, he's not the only one. Not only that, but there's also going to be a crypto crash that's coming. Now, Robert Kiyosaki seems to think that this crypto crash is going to drop the market all the way down to $1,100 Bitcoin. He believes Bitcoin is going to go down to $1,100 a coin. I don't believe it's going to go that low. I think my baseline bottom will be between $8,000 to $10,000 a coin. Why? Because when the world market crash happens, everything's going to follow it. Gold and silver, precious metals, real estate, forex, and crypto is going to follow it. But it's not going to kill crypto. It won't kill it. It will shake the tree. People will think it's dead and gone. That is the best opportunity. Because a cash position waiting to pick up bargains, especially in real estate and Bitcoin, that is when you clean house. You buy everything up. It's coming. Biggest sale. So he thinks it's going to be at $1,100 a coin. The crypto storm is coming. But It's not gonna be the death. So, on October 1st, not only am I just gonna say I'm not saying just the crypto storm is coming, I'm actually gonna tell you how it's going to come. You're gonna see it just like a hurricane. I'm a California boy. We the only natural disasters we have 3 main natural disasters. We've got fires, we've got flooding, and we've got earthquakes. Now, flooding happens because of fires that burn up and all that the ground. And then when it finally rains, because it never really rains out here, then we have mudslides. The earthquakes. A lot of people, if you're not from California, you're scared to death of an earthquake. The ground moving, it's not supposed to happen. My wife's from Philly. When she came out here and experienced her first earthquake, she had a heart attack. But for us that's native, I mean, by the time our brain registers that an earthquake is happening, it's over. It's come and gone. It ain't no sweat to us till the big one hits. But we look at hurricanes and tornadoes. Tornadoes really unpredictable. That sucker can go through one neighborhood, one house get taken, and the house next door is fine. But we see a hurricane, and we're like, all right, the weatherman's saying that hurricane is 3 days out. That means I've got 3 days to prepare for that hurricane. I could leave, I could order up and shelter, I could prepare my bunker. But in our minds, we're like, we know when that hurricane finally makes landfall, somebody's going to die. And whoever's going to die knows that that hurricane is coming. They just don't know that they only got 3 more days to live. But at least you have it in your power what to do. The best thing is to move out of its way. Pack up in the car and go. But most people, like in Florida, whatnot, they don't do that. They just hunker down and they survive it. They prepare for it. Well, there's a financial storm coming, world crash, and there's a crypto storm coming. I see it coming, and I'm going to show you exactly where it's coming. I'm also going to show you the different pitfalls that people are going to lose most of their money. Let me rephrase that. The uneducated people in crypto, the ones that's making millions, the ones that have thousands and thousands of dollars in crypto right now, they feel they don't need crypto education because they've been making money for the last 2-3 years. They're better than that. They got this, whatever. I'm going to tell you how they're going to lose their money. And then I'm going to tell you how you can prepare and not fall victim to these things. Who would love to have that information, that knowledge, to be prepared? It's like a storm is coming and somebody is trying to sell you umbrellas. Would you not want to have the umbrella to be prepared? Would you not want to have the wood to border up your windows to be prepared? The bottled water? That's what I'm giving you. That's going to be October 1st, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. However, this information is not free. It is not. I'm a seven-figure earner, and my time is money. I charge at least $250 an hour for my time one-on-one. This is information that on a Saturday would cost $3,000 to $5,000 in a private room with millionaires to share. This is information that is only talked about with millionaires because it's not for everybody else. But I want to make it for everybody else. But I'm not charging you $3,000, $5,000. No. All you have to do is be a founding member of the ILCA, of the Ivy League Crypto Academy. All you have to do is be a founding member. And what does it take to be a founding member? Buy my courses. That's it. Buy the courses. And I have a discount right now. I have a discount. And I will actually show you. Let me share screen so you know what to do and where to go. I've got it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. ILCA founding members, founders.com/back to school. ilcafounders.com/back to school. One time, $9.97. It gets you all of my crypto courses, and the ones that's out and the ones that's coming. Let me show you. Members.ivyleaguecryptoacademy.com. Courses right now, Bitcoin 101, how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, crypto advanced, and the Internet of Things, and then 3 more, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. Can actually be seen. Let's see that. 7 courses, more than 100 plus videos. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because even if I give you the information, now that you've got the courses, you will know what to do. It will make sense to you. You will know how to get prepared. I'm giving you the tools. It's like I go to Morehouse College, but I don't have any books that I can take to me to class to learn. I'm not just listening to the lecture. I go home after class and I got to read the books. So I got the courses. So I'm going to lecture the information to you, but now you're going to have the courses to go with it. So regular cost is $3,000. I've got a bonus now for $997. And we have a payment plan. For those of you, oh, I don't know, Brandon, you just said the economy is bad, right? I don't want to have money should not be a barrier for you. So we've got a payment plan. Founder 2 pay plan, $550 for 2 months, or you can pay $400 over 3 months. Money should not be an issue or a barrier in your life. If it is, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. But this is priceless information that will set you apart from everybody else, especially those who still think cash is king. Oh, they're really going to be in for a world of hurt. But those of you who at least recognizes that crypto is the place to be, there is still going to be a crypto storm coming where most people's going to lose their funds. So you want to be prepared for that. You want to have Fort Knox security on your home. And if you still think, well, I don't, Brandon, I just don't like you. I'm going to Google and YouTube. Good luck with that. I really wish you the best of luck. It's not going to turn out well. All right. So that is all I wanted to share on this impromptu live tonight. I do have Crypto Talk tomorrow morning for our inner circle. Again, that's for our paid community. It's only $29 a month in our inner circle. If you want to get what we cover on a daily basis, market updates, news, ilcasecrets.com, ilcasecrets.com. So I'll see you, those of you in the inner circle, tomorrow morning. 5-day challenge begins next Monday, and it's ladies' night. You're going to hear from San Diego's own Patty Geis and from Hawaii, Lanu Langi on Monday night. Bitcoin Brandon out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless.